He comes to us as one unknown, without a name, as of old. By the river he came to those men who knew him not. He speaks to us the same word, follow thou me, and sets us to the tasks that he has to fulfill for our time. He commands, and to those who obey, whether they be wise or simple, he will reveal himself in the toils, the conflicts, the sufferings that they shall pass through. And as an ineffable mystery, they shall learn who he is. Here, on the great prairie, we are keenly aware of the turning of the seasons. As autumn turns to winter, and winter to spring, so do the seasons of our lives turn. And in each season of life, there are certain tasks which must be accomplished if we are to grow into the next unimpeded and unimpaired. And if by circumstance or neglect, we do not resolve the issues of one season of life, these unattended issues will attach themselves to us and haunt us from one season to the next until they are resolved in some manner. St. Paul suggests in 1 Corinthians another season around the bend in the river of life, which we call death. While we do not presume to understand the full meaning of death, we do see that there are vast inequalities in life. Unless there is a life beyond death in which God will square things. In life, we see through a glass darkly. But then, after life, we shall see face to face, understand each other as we long to be understood, know each other as we long to be known. Only upon the point of death shall the great mystery be revealed to us. And when we die, we shall leave behind all that we have and take with us all that we are. For the true and the righteous, death should not be feared, but welcomed, as we welcome the first rays of glorious sunshine glistening on the river which flows through all our seasons for all eternity.
Hey, hold your horses, I'm coming.
Hope you're feeling lucky, Perry. Today's the last day you're gonna be poor.
You ever consider wearing an eye patch, Dick?
Get dressed. Come on, get dressed. We got shopping to do before I hit the road.
Where you been?
With my kids. Want to see my kids?
Aye, kids, right, come on.
I'm trying so hard to be good, but I just can't help myself. But you mustn't tell anybody, will you, Tom?
No, I won't. Indeed, I won't.
I love you.
Now it's all over. But the kiss. Oh, ain't this fun? Why, me and Amy Lawrence down by the...
Amy Lawrence? Oh, Tom, how could you?
Roof's almost finished, Perry.
We gonna be rich, Dad?
You bet your sweet ass, kid. We're gonna be loaded. Ah!
I'm gonna need one of these hunting vests. How's it look?
Yeah, that's good.
That look good?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you zip that up for me? Just give us that. Don't worry. I don't bite or nothing. Oh, you look at your hands. Those are pretty hands. They're soft too, huh?
Yeah.
Soft as the babies, you know what, huh? You do the dishes?
I don't know.
Never use your hands that good.
Well,
I got a secret for you. Okay? Give me your right hand. Got it?
yeah.
Slip it right in there.
No! Get away from me!
Are you buying that?
Knock, knock. Excuse me, sir. We've been out hunting. We got ourselves lost. Could we kindly use your phone, sir? Yeah.
What do you do to her, Dick?
What do you mean?
That girl, she's acting funny.
Yeah? Didn't notice.
How about that, huh?
Mrs. Bunstead! God!
Hello, Herb.
Bess?
Oh, hi there, Herb.
Sadie?
Oh, wasn't that a swell job of acting? You know, I never cared a plug nickel for Becky, not in the book. But I sure like that girl of yours tonight. And inspiration is what she was. Don't you think so, Bonnie?
What happened to that good, strong arm of yours, Sadie?
Got herself clobbered by one of them sacks of mail flies off the train 100 miles per. What got into her she wants that job? I don't know.
I'm the only one in town gets to work in a federal building is what?
Bonnie, did you hear that? She's calling that outhouse a federal building.
The stamps work, don't they? And back where I work, it's real cozy. Herb.
Good evening, ladies.
son.
What you said was we wouldn't need any money after tomorrow.
That's what I said on account it's the truth. This guy's loaded. Most successful farmer in Kansas. 10 grand a week's what Floyd said. He gets that much out of the bank just to pay his hands. 10,000 bucks.
Dick, nobody keeps $10,000 just lying around the house.
Sure they do, baby. They stash it nice and neat in a private safe. Why do you have to carry all this junk around with you everywhere?
So what junk? This book cost me 30 bucks. It's got every song I ever wrote in it, Dick. Plus all the maps we'll ever need. Cozumel, Dick. Now that's a place where a man can shed his clothes, put on a relaxed grin, and live like a Raja. And have all the women he can do for 50 bucks a month. Cocos Island, Dick. It's where the Spaniards picked up tons of treasure. A lot of their ships sunk, too. El Dorado, man. All we gotta do is get there, buy us a boat, and, ooh, follow the map.
Dad.
Nancy, please wait for me in my office.
I don't want to date other boys, Daddy. Bobby's my best friend.
Honey, all I'm suggesting is that it might be easier on you when you go off to K-State next year if you resolve this.
I know Bobby's family being Catholic and us being Methodists means that there's no chance that we'll get married.
I know, honey, I know. I'm not asking you to cut off all contact. A gradual break is all I'm saying, honey. It's for your own peace of mind, don't you understand? All right. Go get some sleep now.
No witnesses.
Last time I spoke to the pro guys, they told me I better never set foot in Kansas again, and they meant it. Where were you anyway? I would have bust up over an hour.
Because the old man was around, I didn't want him to see me take a gun out of the house. Christ, then he'd knowed I wasn't telling the truth.
Known. You know it isn't English. Anyway, what'd you finally tell him?
Like we said, I said we'd be gone tonight, tomorrow night. I said we're going to Fort Scott to visit your sister on account she's holding $1,500 for you.
Ooh. So is your daddy sore?
Sore? Why would he be sore?
Because he hates me. So does your mother. I can tell the ineffable way they look at me.
Hell, they just don't like me seeing anybody from inside the walls. You know, anybody wears the old fraternity pin. You understand?
I understand, I do. Yeah, they're good people. She's a real sweet person, Mom. Every April flights of parrots pass on over me. Red and green and tangerine, colors bright and free. I hear them high as they fly by. I listen to their song, singing parrots bringing April spring. Singing parrots bringing April spring.
Parrots don't sing. Talk, maybe. Holler. They sure as hell don't sing.
Hey, you know what I wish? I wish we'd be so damn literal.
You better watch out. You're gonna become an aspirin junkie.
I've been one for 7 years. I got the habit in the hospital.
Doctors.
Yeah, they butchered my legs after a motorcycle accident.
Doctors and lawyers. What do they care? You ever see a millionaire fry an electric chair? Hell no. There's two kinds of laws, baby. One for the rich and one for the poor. What do you mean I should wear an eye patch anyway?
Well, you're gonna have to hide that eye, Dickie, in case somebody recognizes you.
Ain't nobody gonna recognize us. No witnesses. Remember?
Black stockings. That's what we need. They're like nuns wear. You can't recognize a man with a black stocking over his face. Black is foolproof.
Thank you, Jake!
Alfred, I need you in here, honey.
Morning, Mr. Clutter.
Morning, Alfred. How you doing?
Well, we got a sick one, the baby. Me and the missus been up and down with her all night. Do you have some particular work in mind for today? Because I've been thinking about carrying her to the doctor, if that's okay with you.
No, of course. You take the morning off.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Let me see that map you and Floyd drove to that Clutter guy's place. Okay, now where's the office?
Here. That's where the safe is. Wall safe.
Do you know how to?
Crack safe?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no. You?
Uh-uh.
We don't even know how to crack it, honey. He'll do it for us. Mr. Herbert W. Clutter. He'll open it. His combination. Tell me about that nigger you killed in Vegas, Perry. I like that story. You think maybe they got some black stockings? Like extra ones for us? Is that what you're thinking?
They're a bad luck bunch, nuns. Like snakes in a dream. Black spiders. Only worse.
No such thing as bad luck in my economy. It's either a well laid out plan or it ain't. What can I do? Fill it.
Yes, sir.
It's no good letting ourselves get superstitious. We got something we can bring off beautiful here. A cinch. Perfect score. And we don't need no black stockings covering our faces neither. Because we ain't gonna leave no witnesses, remember? No witnesses.
No witnesses.
Hello?
Hi, Nancy.
Oh, yes, good morning, Mrs. Ketchum.
Nancy, would it be too much of an imposition to ask you to help Jolene with the pie this morning? Because she
Mrs. Ketchum, will you hold the line for a moment, please? I just have to check with Daddy on something.
Fine, dear.
Kenyon, I smell smoke, Kenyon. Dad?
Morning, honey. What's the matter? Is your mother?
No, she's sleeping. I checked before I came downstairs. It's just Mrs. Ketchum. She's on the phone and asked if I could teach Jolene how to bake a cherry pie. Now.
That's what you get for winning all those ribbons.
No, but if I say yes to Jolene, I'll miss the 4-H meeting, Dad, and I won't be able to come, even for the last part, because I have clarinet, and then I have student council, and I just don't know what to tell her.
Well, it's up to you, honey.
Hello?
Hello.
That'll be fine, Mrs. Ketchum. You can bring Jolene right over.
Oh, you are a dream. Thank you so much, my dear.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Kenyon, Nancy's going to stay here and teach Mrs. Ketchum's daughter how to bake a cherry pie, which means you and me are going to go to 4-H, so you better get dressed. Oh, Kenyon, what does 4-H stand for?
Head, heart, hands, and health. Why'd you ask? You know.
Well, I was just making sure that you know. That must mean you also know that smoking's no good for any of them, right?
Coming. Hello?
So tell me.
We went to the movies and we held hands.
Was it scary?
Oh, man, with Bobby, are you out of your mind?
No, the movie.
Well, Bobby didn't think so, but you know me, I'm a sucker for that sort of thing.
Are you having breakfast?
No, why?
You're eating your fingernail, then I can tell. What's wrong?
It's Daddy. When I got home last night, he started that crap again.
Gosh. I wish I could understand that you love Bobby. Can't you understand that?
I think he knows. It's just when I say anything to him, he looks like maybe I don't love him anymore, and then all I want to do is be a good daughter and do what he wants. I'm sorry, Susie. I gotta go. It's Mrs. Ketchum and her daughter. I gotta teach her how to bake a cherry pie. Bye.
Nancy! Oh, it's so nice of you to do this. I've been telling Jolene that you've been the Holcomb Cherry Pie champion for 2 years now.
Everyone knows that, Mama.
We saw you and Tom Sawyer last night, Nancy. I don't know how to tell you how lovely you looked. And that part when you thought Tom was engaged to somebody else, those were real tears in your eyes. As good as anything on TV.
Well, Jolene and I better get started.
I've got some shopping to do. I'll be back around lunchtime, okay?
That'll be fine, Mrs. Ketchum. I might have to go when we're done, but my mom will be here. Somebody anyway.
What about us buying a boat? Something cheap, but sturdy. Then we can go to Japan.
I thought you wanted to go diving for treasure. What happened to that idea? You just remember you can't swim?
Yeah, we could sail all the way across the Pacific, thanks. It's been done. Thousands of people have done it. I'm not conning you, Dick. You really go for Japan.
How do you know?
I was there. On R&R from Korea after I was awarded the Bronze
Star.
Yeah, beautiful, gentle people, the Japanese. With manners. You're really considerate. Not just out for your dough like they are here. And the women, oh, Dick, the women. Man, you never had a real woman.
Yes, I have.
Not like I'm talking. There's these baths in Kyoto. There's this one called the Dream Pool. And you go in there and you stretch out, and these beautiful knockout type girls, they come scrub you from head to toe.
Yeah, you told me all about it back in grad school.
So? I can't repeat myself? I know what I'm thinking is what we're gonna do with all that dough, you know?
You want, so you can do this until you're a grown man? Lazy. That's what you are, too lazy to get up. Every night you end up doing in your bed what the filthiest animal will do where it sleeps. Come here. We're going to clean you up.
What's the matter now? What is it, honey? Tell me.
Where is she?
Who? Where's who?
My yellow bird, taller than Jesus, brighter than the sun. She folds me in her wings and lifts me up to paradise. My avenging angel.
You've been dreaming, Per. You just been off in one of them dreams that you carry around that wild Indian head of yours. What was it?
Can I get y'all some homemade pumpkin pie?
Just a bell, sweetheart.
You're not going anywhere with me, are you? You don't want to go to Mexico, do you? by a boat. And I know you don't want to go to Japan. Do you? Hell, you don't even know where we're headed at. Holcomb, Kansas. So where the hell is Holcomb, Kansas, Dick? You don't know? You don't know this farmer or where he keeps his money. You don't even know if he has any damn money. All you know is what some con told you back at the walls. What he scribbled on some silly-ass map. Floyd. Psst. Floyd Wells.
Wrong. Wrong on all counts, honey. I know what I'm doing. And I know the man's rich. And I know we're gonna score this time and score big. And then we're going to Mexico, baby. We'll buy us a boat. We'll sail damn thing across the Pacific Ocean all the way to Japan, if that's what you want. Okay?
You'll come back now.
Who was you really looking for, Perry?
Who were you looking for? Never mind. It's just a dream. Just a useless dream.
Let's eat it right now. Forget letting it cool and stuff. Let's both have a slice. And you too, Mrs. Clutter.
Well, I can't. I have to be at Roxy Lee's. Oh, Lord, I had to be there for a clarinet till 10 minutes ago. I'm sorry, Jolene.
Oh, you go, dear. I'll keep Jolene company till her mother gets back. Bye.
Bye.
Mr. Clutter, you know, travels a great deal. Seems like he's never at home sometimes. But wherever he goes, he always remembers how I do it on tiny things. You set yourself down right here. This one he brought back from San Francisco. It only cost a penny, but isn't it pretty?
Uh-huh.
You know, little things, they really belong to you. They don't have to be left behind, ever. And they're easy to carry. So you always have something of your own with you. Something that's really yours, in case you never do come back. You know, it's only a penny thing, but I think it's pretty.
Me too.
You keep it.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Clutter.
You're welcome, dear.
Hello? Anyone home?
Mama, look what Mrs. Clutter gave me.
She gave that to you. Oh, that's lovely.
Clutter. My goodness, to what do we owe this honor?
Well, now you're going to have to take that up with Al. He's the one who's bringing me here.
Good afternoon, Alvin.
Bess, a cherry or apple today?
Rhubarb, and it's good. Rhubarb pie and coffee?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'd offer you some coffee, but I know you don't drink it. Can I get you something else?
Milk. And I'm going to have a piece of that pie too, Bess. Herb, I guess I'm talking to you in a somewhat official capacity. On the other hand, I'm not really supposed to be telling you this. Well, whatever we're talking about, Al, if you wanted to keep it in confidence, perhaps we should have chosen another place.
That was the right song for the right time.
Well, Herb,
How'd you like to be Methodist Layman of the Year? Try and contain that wild enthusiasm of yours.
Well, I'm grateful. I am. Did the bishop...
It's next week's meeting. I just wanted to give you some warning.
Well, then there's still time to give it to someone else. You, for instance.
Oh, not me. Besides, the Bureau wouldn't approve.
Oh, come on.
No, Mr. Hoover approves of religion, all right, just not of any of his agents making big show-offs of themselves.
Well, it's the same deal with me, Al. You and I, we help to build God's house to praise Him, not to ennoble ourselves.
Which is exactly what I told him you'd say, which is why I wanted to say to everybody in embarrassment, why I wanted to check with you first.
Well, thank you. Well, being as you're standing there, why don't you just go and tell us what you think?
Good clutter, false modesty doesn't suit you one bit. Now, you done us real proud when Eisenhower appointed you to that farm board deal. Why don't you let him give you a dinner over at the church? Hell, they wouldn't even have a building if it wasn't for you.
The reward I seek is not of this earth, but in God's kingdom.
Amen. Now, which disciple said that? I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Darned if I know.
All the way to the floor before you shift.
Yes, sir. I'm trying.
All right, yeah. Well, all the way to the floor. Atta boy. You're doing fine. Come on, son. Clutch all the way to the floor. There you go. Easy. 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 Okay, now get ready to apply the brakes, all right? Now, easy. Easy. Kenyon. Kenyon. Kenyon, wait a minute. Kenyon! Just running away from something because it scares you does not make it go away.
It doesn't scare me. I just get nervous sometimes.
Well, I know. You want to do well, and that's natural. Everybody gets nervous sometimes.
You don't?
I don't. Well, of course I do.
Yeah, when?
Well, I don't know. I'm not too fond of getting up in front of folks and making a speech.
At church? Come on, Dad. Well, you can stand up there and talk to hundreds of people. Just nothing scares you.
And the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses. And He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own. And the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
Hey! Quit your Billy Grab Cracker hooey, will you?
You know, the trouble with you, Dick, the only song you know how to sing is Dick's Hooey. Only way you know is Dick's way. And what the hell am I doing here anyway?
You say you just want to sit there and sing about Jesus?
Well, what would you like me to do, Dick? Huh? Sit around all day and think of the perfect score? Plan that well laid out plan? Huh? Hey, Dick. I'm talking to you, Dick. Okay, what are we gonna find when we get there? Who are we gonna find when we get there? What are we gonna do with who we find when we get there?
How the hell should I know who and what we're gonna find?
You damn well better know. Before dark, Dick. Before we get there. Or else there won't be anything like the well laid out plan now, will it?
Wanna know how many people there are gonna be? Is that it?
Yeah, for one. And I wanna know if there's neighbors and how far they live from the house. I mean, you didn't get much from Floyd except that crude floor plan. Hell, you didn't even tell where the damn safe is. You know, the ineffable happens, you know, Dick? It does.
There's gonna be him, her, the kid, and a girl.
The girl. How old is the girl?
Sweet 16, sugar. Pretty as a fresh picked flowers, what Floyd says. Nancy Clutter. Kind of kid makes a boy's heart kind of hurry, is what he said.
You're not a boy, Dick.
Okay. Let's see. It's Saturday, so the two older girls, two women sisters, might be visiting. And they're married, I think. So that makes, say, 8. In my company, 12. The only sure thing is no witnesses, right? Ain't that what I promised you, honey? No witnesses. Plenty of hair on them walls.
Those walls. Yeah.
Mom. Herb, come on in.
How are you today?
I'm good. We can convene in my office here to the left.
Alrighty, that'd be fine.
Bonnie is the only one who drinks coffee in our house. I can make you some, or you could have some water.
Oh, water's fine, Herb, thank you.
There you go.
Well, here it is, what we call a solemn moment.
Yes.
You know, it's a time when a man can look back in his life and take measure of all that he's accomplished. I like to compare it to signing a will. It's a crossroads in some ways, except well, there's a long road ahead for you, Herb.
Well, a lot of thought's gone into this, Bob, as you well know.
Yes, sir. It was almost a year ago today you first came to see me. A year ago. Of course, I knew about Herb Clutter even then. You know what someone told me today? The day haircuts went to $1.50, Herb Clutter writes the barber a check. It's what they said.
It's the only way to do business, in my opinion. Those tax fellas come poking around, a canceled check is a man's best friend. Cash money, I've heard tell, is for tips, and that is a fact. No, I've got plenty to be grateful for in this life, Bob. Wonderful things. Take the kids. I've been lucky there. Here, these are my older daughters. This is my eldest, Ivana, and this is Beverly. Ivana is married to Don Jarchow, and I can't tell you how much I think of that boy. And, well, Vern English, the man that my Beverly had the good sense to settle on. If anything were to ever happen to me, I could trust those boys to take full responsibility.
Oh, hell, Herb, you're a young man. 48 is young. Well, now, from the looks of you and what the doctors are saying, I reckon we'll have you around for a few weeks longer.
Well, to tell you the truth, Bob, I feel pretty good. Optimistic. I got an idea a man could make some real money around here in the next few years. Well, speaking of money, I've got the first payment on your policy. And here is the check that you've been dying to... Oh, I won't say it. I won't say it. There you go, Bob.
Broken hearted again.
by Friday. I figure by Wednesday.
Perry, come on, dear. My angel. My handsome little angel.
Go on, you get to play with your mom all the time. It's my turn now.
It's okay, Perry. You go now, okay? Go on. Go now.
Come on, let's go.
Go home, Perry. Now. You are!
Stop! Get off! What are you doing? What's the matter with you?
You've been swimming that horse in the river, girl? Again?
Sure have, Mr. Stockline. Babe's got to have a bath, too. Look at how happy she is. I heard your baby crying before.
Yeah, she's been sick for 2 days now.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll bring you some apple juice from the orchard after church tomorrow. Daddy just made some.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
Good night, Mr. Stockline.
Good night.
Want a drink?
What is it?
Fruit and vegetable mix, potato and orange juice.
Vodka.
Yeah, vodka. One more, save the rest. We might could need it soon. On account of we're near the end of the damn rainbow.
Is Mama gonna come down for supper tonight?
No, honey, Mama's resting.
Didn't she look good last night?
Where you been?
I was taking Babe for a swim.
Honey, Babe won't mind the cold, but you
Babe's
will.
too fat to feel cold.
You go upstairs and change before you get pneumonia.
Daddy, what about tonight?
No more going to movies, no more parties. Not till after Thanksgiving. You can ask Bobby Rupp to come over and listen to the game if you like.
I'll call him as soon as I get some dry clothes on.
Kenyon. Thank you, son.
There's a race of men who don't fit in. Their spirits can't sit still. They break the heart of all they can and wrong the world at will. They range the field, they rove the flood and climb the mountain's crest. 'Cause they got the curse of the gypsy's blood and don't know how to rest. If they just went straight, they might go far, 'cause they're strong and brave and true. But they quickly tire things that are, and gray was strange and new.
Yeah, that's us. Brave and true. But you forgot the rich part. Tired of being poor, but craving to be rich and get a whole lot more.
I've missed the best years, Lord. The children, everything. I'm a ghost, Lord. A ghost.
Mama, don't say those things. Don't even think them.
No, baby, it's true. I'm too nervous to go downstairs in my own house. I don't know what's wrong. I just can't seem to keep up with any of you.
Came to the play last night. You looked so beautiful. Everybody was saying so. You're getting better. Even Kenyon can tell. We're just gonna listen to the game. Bobby's coming over, so it's just the 5 of us. Why don't you let me help you get your robe?
Oh, no, honey. I'm tired. Really.
I'll make some coffee for you. Bobby likes you, and you know it. And you like him. Please, Mama?
Is Daddy being spiky about Bobby Rupp, baby? Is that what's bothering you? He doesn't mean to, you know. Last thing Daddy wants is to get in the way of anybody over anything. He just can't help himself sometimes. Go on. You go downstairs and enjoy yourself.
Good night. I love you, Mama.
Fill her up? Yeah, check the oil and water.
You all right, mister?
Hey, kid. You gonna fill it this year?
You're right away, sir.
You getting a case of blood bubbles all of a sudden, honey?
Here, hold this.
Is that what it is? We're close enough to smell the damn money. Now you think it's time to chicken out, huh? I'm talking to you, Perry. Not chicken.
I'm talking to you. Don't you ever do that again. Nobody lays a hand on me. Not you, not anybody. You understand?
Big run by the Wildcats, and Mercer is thrown for a loss back on the 45. Great defensive play by Kansas State's big tackle, Darren Wilson. That makes it 4-17 to the Tigers. Johnson back to the punt for the story. There's a snap. Johnson boots it a long, high spiral. Rose signals for a fair catch at the 21-yard line, and the Kansas State Wildcats take over. Still no score early in this Big 8.
No.
It's the first quarter.
No. You said ball games were boring.
Quarterback Mike K calling signals, fakes the handoff, drops back, passes complete to Tommy Rowe at the 21-yard line for a gain of 8.
Make out, make out. Shut up.
Kansas State lines up in a power team.
Oh.
Well, it's fine, sir. So is the water. That'll be $4.
Keep change, kid.
Thank you, sir. You here to hunt?
No, we're heading to Arizona. We got construction work waiting for us there. It reminds me, you know the mileage between here and Tuncumcari, New Mexico?
Can't say I do. Well, excuse me, sir. I'm doing a job working on a truck over there.
Yeah? Want some candy? They got a machine out here.
No. Oh.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Don't be all night. Come on, babe. We don't want to be late for the party now, do we? What's the matter, Perry? You sick or something? Natural killer. That's what you are. You should see yourself. No ordinary punk like they all said. Natural killer. Like I always knowed.
Known.
cozy up to that special Saturday night someone now before it's too late.
Bobby came to the house this evening, and we listened to the K-State game. I love him. I do, and I don't care what Daddy thinks. This is forever between me and Bobby.
Let's get out of here, Dick. Let's just turn this car around and get out of here before it's too late, huh?
It's gonna be perfect, honey.
Look. I thought you said there weren't any neighbors.
Will you look at this spread? Don't tell me this guy ain't loaded. He's one of the richest farmers in Kansas is what he is. Mr. Herbert W. Clutter.
I don't like it.
It's the hired man's house, baby. It's on the diagram. Guy wouldn't never come snooping around the big boss's house in the middle of the damn night. And if he does...
No. Count me out. No, Dick, I don't want any.
What's putting the bubbles in your blood, honey? Or have I been wrong about you? What'd you steal his big knife for if you wasn't ready to come here and do what we've come here to do? You just showing off? You think maybe I don't got the guts to do it alone, Perry? Is that what you're thinking? Well, I'll show you who's got the guts and who don't.
wish I'd had that drink.
Quiet.
That must be where the safe is.
Hey, Dick, give me the knife. Hey, where's the other phone, Dick?
It's in the kitchen.
No safe, huh?
It's here. It's here somewhere. I know it's gotta be.
Quiet, man. Dick, let's get out of here. There's no safe, there's no money. I don't like it. Come on, Dick.
There's a safe in here, and it's full of money, and I'm gonna find it. And when I do, I know who's gonna open the damn thing.
Honey? Honey, is that you?
Are you Mr. Clutter?
Who are you? What do you want?
We'd like to talk with you, sir. Could you step with us into your office, please? Have a seat. Now, Mr. Clutter, sir, all we want is for you to tell us where you keep that safe. Where is it?
Safe? I have no safe. Whoever told you that's a...
You're lying, you rich son of a bitch. Don't you lie to me. I know damn well you got a safe in here.
Son, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't have no safe. I've never had a safe. I don't need one.
Look, mister. You tell me where that damn safe is, or you're going to be a whole lot sorrier.
As God is my witness, I am telling you the truth. I don't need a safe. Look, whoever told you boys that there were money here, if you're thinking you're going to find some, I'm afraid you come to the wrong place.
No, sir. We heard you was a rich man, Mr. Clutter. A generous man, a successful man. We hear you keep a lot of cash in that safe that you say you don't have. Now, that's what we come here for.
Whoever told you that is a darn fool. I don't keep any cash in this house. I don't keep any extra cash in this house. It's the truth.
Where's your wallet? Where's your damn wallet?
It's in my bedroom.
Keep moving.
Whatever money that I have here is yours. Here's my wallet.
$12. You gotta have more than that. What's upstairs?
Well, there's no one upstairs but my family. They don't have any money.
Yeah, well, you gotta have more than this. Come
But
on.
look, you tell me what you need, and
Let's go.
I'll give it to you.
Go.
If you boys want to be on your way, I won't say a word to anybody. I promise you.
What about your wife?
You don't want to bother my wife. She's an invalid. She's been sick for a very long time.
Yeah, well, let's go pay the little lady a visit. Maybe she's the rich one.
I don't know why you boys want to do this. I've never seen you before.
Shut up! When we want you to talk, we'll tell you.
It's all right, sweetheart. There's no need to be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. These men, they just want some money, that's all.
But Herb, dear, I don't have any money. You know that.
I know, don't cry, sweetheart. Everything's gonna be all right. They're not gonna hurt us. I gave them all the money I had, but they want some more. They think there's a safe
I
somewhere.
thought I told you to shut up, huh?
My husband's telling the truth. There isn't any safe.
I know damn well that you got a safe in here, all right?
And I ain't leaving until I find it. Where's your money? Huh? Where's your money?
Some over here.
Go get it. Get it. Get that. $3.
There. These people are telling the truth, man. Can't you tell? The only one who lied is your pal Floyd.
They're going to see that there isn't any money. They're going to see that there isn't a safe, and when they see that there's nothing there behind, they'll go away.
That's what we come here for.
Okay, what about them? And the kids?
In the bathroom. Yeah, we'll put them in the bathroom right there. After that, we'll tie them up one by one in different parts of the house, and we'll look for the safe. And when we find it, we'll just we'll cut their throats. Can't shoot them. That'd make too much damn noise. Get up. Get up, huh? Smack you deaf, boy?
You don't have to hit the kid. Now leave him alone. Okay, sit down. Here you go. You better put some pants on, kid.
What is this? Some kind of joke?
My. You must be Nancy. We need you to step in the bathroom. Get in. Go on. Go on. Go on.
You stand guard. I'm gonna do some reconnoitering.
Nancy. Come with me.
You leave her alone, mister. You hear me?
Nothing bad's gonna happen to your little girl, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I can assure you that she's gonna be very well taken care of, ma'am. I can certainly assure you that.
It's all right.
Oh, Lord, give us strength. Protect our family. Protect our Nancy. See us through this crisis. We ask in your name. Amen.
See you later, Dad.
Bye, hon.
Maybe they're around back.
Maybe they're still asleep.
That's not possible. Can you imagine Mr. Clutter being late for church just for sleeping?
Well, let's drive over to Kidwell's. Susie will know where they went to.
For K-State, over to Martin at the front court. Martin is Dryden. Baxter breaks open at the free throw line. Dryden passes. Baxter takes the jump shot, scores. Kansas State takes a 1-point lead in their home opener. Mike Salter with the ball for the Boilermakers. Salter fakes left, drives, shoots, Misses. Rebound to Stanley Rice. K-State 6'6" sophomore center. Outlet pass to Martin. The team captain dribbles up court.
Lord, I never thought I'd see the day when he'd fall dead asleep and miss a game.
Maxwell with the ball at the top of the key.
Shoot. No good. Rebound to Kansas State. Try and bring the ball up the floor for the Wildcats. Cross an open man. Hawkins scores on the uncontested layup. K-State takes the lead by 5.
I'm turning.
State drops back to the man-to-man defense. Boy, this Wildcat team is ranked #1 in the country, and today they're showing why. Maxwell to Moore and swings it over to English in the low post for Purdue. Fakes right. Shoots. Block. Maxwell picks up the loose ball, guarded closely by Dryden.
Hello? Nancy? Hello? Anybody here? Nancy? Are you awake? I guess they are still asleep. Anybody down there?
Well, I'm gonna look around outside. Y'all check upstairs.
Hello? Nancy, it's Kathy and Susan. Nancy?
Jesus.
Al, good to see you. Earl, this is Under Sheriff Wendell Meyer.
Who's the sightseer?
Alfred Stockley. Works the place.
Bess, there's something radically wrong over at the Clutter place.
You mean the ambulance? You saw the ambulance going up there again? Oh, hell. Sadie is only Bonnie having one of those bad spells she gets. You know that.
I saw 2 ambulances and 2 police cars. A steady stream of officialdom, Bess. And they was all headed straight to the Clutter farm. for heaven's sakes, who was that?
Mabel, look at the paper. Herb Clutter used to be rushing around like a chicken without his head, trying to make everything run as good as that outfit of his. Won't be rushing around anymore.
What do you mean he won't be rushing around anymore?
Because he's dead.
Oh.
It was Bonnie and Nancy and the boy.
Kenyon?
Somebody shot him.
Oh, good Lord. Do they know
who? Who did it? Who the hell knows? Somebody up that street, down that road. One of their neighbors, more than likely. Neighbors are varmints anyway. Always trying to slam their door in your face.
Oh, Miss Hartman, I am truly ashamed to hear you talk that way. I'm scared.
Why? When your time comes, it comes. It's all the same in eternity. Besides, we got nothing to worry about. Mabel said the feds is on the case. It's Alvin Dewey from Garden City and the big shot bureau boys from Topeka riding to the rescue.
Sheriff, here it is, sir. Bernie.
All right, I'll talk facts, but not theory. Now, big fact here is we're not dealing with one murder, but four. We don't know which of the four was the primary victim.
Wasn't the father the only one with his throat cut?
He was the most abused, yes, but it doesn't necessarily follow that Herb Clutter was the main target.
Who was killed first?
It would help if we knew in which order the family died, but the coroner can't tell us that.
How many killers?
Don't know yet.
Were the women molested? Was there any sign of
No,
sexual
ma'am, they were
assault?
not.
Any fingerprints?
I can't answer that.
Can't or won't?
Won't.
What about shell casings? How many cartridges?
Now, look, I'll be honest with you. We don't have a lot to go on here. No obvious suspect, not much in the way of clues. There's no evident motive. Because of all the people in the world, the Clutters were the least likely to be murdered. Now, I think KBI has assembled a strong team here, headed by three of our ablest investigators. Special Agents Harold Nye, on loan from Philadelphia, Roy Church, and Carl Dunce from our Topeka office. I'd like to make a personal statement this time, if I may. And then if it's okay, we'll get back to work. This is something of a personal proposition for me. My wife and I were real fond of Herb and Bonnie. We saw them at church. We visited with them back and forth. But even if I hadn't known them and liked the family so well, I would not feel any different, because I've seen some bad things, I sure as hell have. But nothing so vicious and brutal as this. However long it takes, it may be the rest of my life, I'm gonna know what happened in that house.
If you ain't gonna eat that burger, I'll take it.
All right, go ahead, but shut up. I'm reading.
You don't have to read it 50 times.
It says here, this killer or killers. It's bad English. It just say, this killer or these killers. But anyway, I don't believe it. This no clue stuff.
I told you. Them prayer bellies couldn't have made the slightest connection. We would have heard them 100 miles off by now.
Remember Willie J back at the Walls? Huh? He told me I was a natural-born medium. He knew about stuff like this, and he was interested. He said I had a high degree of extrasensory perception. Take, for example, right before my motorcycle accident, I saw the whole thing happen in my mind. I saw the rain, I saw the skid marks, I saw me lying there all bloody and my legs all broken. Anyway, it was a premonition. Well, that's what I got now. Something tells me that this is a trap. What?
Your problem is all you ever do is eat aspirins and drink root beer. Get them bubbles out of your blood, honey. We scored. It was perfect. Perfect. Okay. I had some wrong information.
Hallelujah.
Except for that. We hit the ball right out of the park, baby. And it's lost, and it's gonna stay lost on account of there ain't one single connection.
One. I can think of one.
Floyd Wells. That who you mean, Floyd Wells? Hell, might be worth it. If not get nabbed on a check bouncing charge, just get back in there. Right through the heart, honey.
God offers us courage, love, and hope, even though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Herb, Bonnie, Nancy, and Kenyon Clutter, in life and in death, walked in fellowship with Jesus. And in fellowship with Jesus, we mourn with the surviving members of the Clutter family, beloved Ivana and Beverly and their families. And I know many of you here today are asking why. Why, oh Lord, did you allow Herb and Bonnie and dear Nancy and Kenyon, such honest, loving people, to be taken from our midst? Jesus says, you believe in God,
You seen Alfred's
believe
stock
also
line?
in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. Let us pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
We're going to Mexico, baby. Now I got me a list of the places we're gonna hit. All you gotta do is just stand there and don't laugh. Don't act like you're surprised at nothing, okay?
I know what you're thinking. What an unlikely pair of friends. Well, you're right, but that's what we are, friends. We've been friends since we was boys. You may not believe this. I can't hardly believe it myself. He's getting married next week. As his best man, I'm helping him shop around for what he'll need. We don't want him going to Alder looking like that now, do we? What he requires, and I'm gonna give it to him as a wedding present, is what you might call his trousseau.
Well, I'm sure I can help you.
Well, that'll be fine. That'll be fine, just fine.
Well, yeah, well, let's have a look.
You know the Eden Rock in Miami Beach?
Oh, sure do.
That's where they got reservations.
Well.
Yeah, it's a gift from her folks. 2 weeks at $40 a day. How about that? Up the rent like that, making it with a honey. And you should see her. Not only is she built, but But she's loaded, too.
Okay. Go change.
Cigarette?
No, thanks, man. Sure.
Oh, don't like us? Oh, that's a nice lighter, can I see?
Let's go.
Yeah, that's pretty. Oh, look at this. No, I don't like that at all. No, I don't like that.
Get married and something like that.
I don't think it'll stay on very long, if you know what I mean. Damn it. Excuse me. I forgot my cash. Sorry, boy. Looks like we're gonna have to return all this unless, no, forget it. Thank you for your time, sir. I'm so terribly sorry. I don't suppose you'd take a check. No, of course not. You don't even know me. Terribly sorry for your trouble, sir.
No, it's no trouble. Do you have any identification, Mr.
Hickok. Richard Hickok. It's like Wild Bill, my distant cousin. Be okay if I round out to 200?
Yeah, that'd be just fine, Mr. Hickok.
I mean it, man. You are amazing. It got to where I believed every word you were saying.
Yeah, well, we'll get us enough radios and cameras and TVs. You know, it's the best investment a man can make, honey. Easy to hawk, anyway.
And then there's Mexico, Cozumel. Here we come. Yeah.
This is your place here, Mr. Stackland, right?
That's right, sir.
See, I'm not from around here, so perhaps I'm missing something. But it's a little hard for me to believe. With your place here, you didn't hear a car driving here or 4 blasts from a shotgun here? I don't know. You want to explain that to me?
You're not the only one who's suspicious of us, sir. The missus and me, we didn't get 2 hours sleep that night because of the baby. All we heard, about 10:45, I heard a car drive away, and I made the remark to the missus, there goes Bob Rupp.
Alfred, why do you think you heard only Bob Rupp's car and nothing else?
I truly don't know, sir.
Mr. Stockland, you want to tell me why you burned all the furniture and the bedclothes from the crime scene?
That's my job, mister. Everything Mr. Clutter gave me, I earned. I ain't gonna up and leave without first putting his house right the way he'd want me to.
What do you mean, leave?
We've slept our last night in that place. We're moving to a house along the highway.
Oh, so you'll still be here, and you won't be afraid to take a lie detector test.
Alfred, see, we're thinking about giving polygraphs to everybody with anything at all to contribute. Now, it's for investigative purposes only, and of course, it's your right to decline if you so wish.
No, sir. I'm ready. Whenever you want to schedule that deal, Mr. Dewey, I'm here to help.
Well, I'm much obliged.
Ahí, hombre. Alto.
¿Qué es lo que traen?
We're salesmen.
Oh, vendedores. Okay.
Álzalo. Venga, el siguiente.
Shoot. Hell premonitions. We're in Mexico, baby. Cozumel, where the senoritas go for $50 a month.
Nancy loved Bobby very, very much, that's all.
And she wasn't
really upset on the phone.
Not really upset. Did my mom say that?
Well, I sure don't want to get crossways with you and your mama, but she did kind of get the impression from you that there was trouble brewing between Herb Clutter and Bobby Rupp.
Trouble brewing. That is just an overstated way of talking about the problem.
What was the problem, Susan?
Well, Mr. Clutter was very opposed to them continuing to get more serious with each other.
Did Bobby know about Mr. Clutter's feelings?
Oh, sure, everyone did.
Everyone?
Sure.
How?
Nancy. She told everyone how her father said because the Rupps was Catholic, they could never get married, so they should break it off now and save all the pain later.
Excuse me, Miss Yule. I'm not from around here.
I know.
Well, so could you explain to me why Bobby Rupp being Catholic would mean that he and Nancy Clutter couldn't get married?
The Clutters are Methodist.
I see.
Bob Rupp?
That's me.
I'm Carl Duntz, KBI. Do I have to show you my badge like they do on TV?
I don't care what you do, sir.
That why you haven't returned any of my calls?
Maybe.
Hi, I'm Carl Duntz, Special Agent with the Kansas Bureau of Investigation. There's my badge.
I sure want to thank you for coming in to talk to us today, and I want you to know how sorry we all are for your loss.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, this is a great loss for all of us around here. Much as we might not like it, we have to do our jobs. So I'm going to ask you to do us a big favor, Bobby, and agree to take a polygraph examination.
Am I a suspect?
I have to rule out all the possibilities.
You think I did it?
No, son. But you were the last person we know of who saw him alive.
You think I don't know that? I told the sheriff everything I know about that night. I'm just trying to forget it.
That's all right, Bobby. We know.
I love Nancy Clutter more than anyone in this whole world, sir. And whoever has the idea that I could have done anything like what was done to her and her family, well, that person is just sick, sir. So I will be here next Tuesday to take your damn test, and we can get all this crap over with.
And kid's no killer.
You know what I think? I think there's something wrong with us to do what we did.
Did what?
Gotta be something wrong with somebody to do a thing like that.
You can count me out of that crap, baby. I'm normal. You was lying, wasn't you? About that nigger in Vegas.
I killed him. You know what bugs me about the other thing? I just can't believe that somebody can get away with that. That somebody can do what we did and just 100%
Just
get
shut
away
up
with
about it, Perry, huh? Just shut up.
You don't gotta yell at me, Dick.
Well, I didn't believe it when I heard the news on the radio. I couldn't afford to. Lord, I had Herb Clutter's check right here in my pocket. And the policy, a piece of paper worth tens of thousands of dollars if what they were saying were true. But I thought, you know, things like that don't happen. You don't sell a man a big policy one minute and he's dead the next. Murder, meaning double indemnity.
Surviving daughters?
Yes, sir. 80,000 each.
You arrested anybody yet?
No, sir. Not yet.
Well, why don't you boys arrest somebody and quit bothering my daughter?
Clarence, y'all, if you can eat that pie, flap your lip.
Hell, Bess. Ain't that what we're paying them for? To catch them?
No, we're paying to find out the truth about what went on out there, not throw people in jail to keep idiots like you happy. And I'll tell you something else. From what I've seen of these KBI boys, they're over there in the office before I open up in the morning, and most nights they're still there when I go home. So I would say we are getting our money's worth out of them.
And you make a darn good cup of coffee, Bess Harmon.
You bet your butt I do.
Officers investigating the tragic slaying of 4 members of the Herbert W. Clutter family have appealed to the public for any information which might aid in solving this baffling crime. Clutter, his wife, and their 2 teenage children were found murdered in their farm near Holcomb.
Gentlemen. Sit down. Hey, Munoz, any chance we can do without the jewelry? Oh, come on, man. So? Hey, anybody got a cigarette?
No. He don't smoke either.
Huh? Cool.
We've driven 7 hours to talk with you today, Mr. Wells.
Floyd. Please, call me Floyd, man.
So let's just slide on past the cool talk, Floyd. Now, your warden tells us you might have something for us. We don't believe you. So it's your job to convince us that we're wrong.
Right to it, huh? Woo, I like that. But, first, we gotta talk about my deal. I mean,
Floyd.
All right, Floyd. All right. First I talk, then we deal. I was feeling kind of cooped up, you know, just wanting to head out. And it wasn't on account of no bad deal with Mr. Clutter, nothing like that, no sir. He always treated me straight, same as he treated any man who ever worked for him. Fact is, I liked Mr. Clutter. I did. His whole family, nice people. Anyway, it was about 10 years after I pulled 3 to 5 in here. Petty stuff. I mean, come on, man. I took a long
How'd you meet Hickok?
They put us in the same cell together for maybe a month. I don't remember how it first come up. Must have been we was discussing jobs, you know, different kinds of work we'd done.
That was when you told him what a nice man Clutter was, what a nice family he had?
That's right. So he asked me if Clutter was rich, and I said, sure. After that, man, Dick wouldn't let up. How big was his farm? How old were his daughters, right? Did Clutter keep a safe? And I told him, yeah. Well, something like a safe in this, around his desk somewhere. Next thing I know, man, Dick's talking about killing Mr. Clutter, right?
All by himself? Hickok was going to go down there and kill Clutter all by himself?
No, man. With Perry Smith. Real quiet guy. Said he's part Indian. But Dick always said, man, if ever a chance for a big score come up, he'd count on Perry to go partners with.
Ja, das ist sehr gut.
In this world today that we are living, some folks say the worst of us they can.
Wunderbar,
But when we're
wunderbar.
dead and in our caskets, there'll
Yeah,
always
smile,
slip some
smile.
lilies in our hand. Won't you give me flowers while I'm living? Give me flowers while I'm still alive. Oh, won't you please give me some flowers while I'm living?
Oh, ganz wunderbar. Ja.
Don't save all the flowers till I've died.
Ja, that's good. Sehr gut.
Don't save all the flowers till I've died.
Bravo.
This is it, ain't it, baby? The way it ought to be.
Hey, Perry, Why don't you go fishing? Catch us some dinner, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm paying enough geld for this damn boat. At least we can have free dinner. Das ist gut, ja, ja. Du bist ein ganz glücklicher Hund. Du wirst einen ganz großen kriegen heute. Ja. Oh, Dick! Oh, Dick! There's ein Fisch. Du hast einen Fisch. Einen großen. Es ist ein Bild. Ganz gut. Fantastic. Yeah. Great. Now shake hands.
Well, I hope you find him, for his own sake. He wouldn't run unless he was in trouble again.
How many bad checks this time, sir?
7. I can't pay any of them. I wish the Lord could tell me what happened.
Ma'am, have you ever met this man? His name is Perry Smith.
That's the one. That's what happened to Richard, that friend of his.
When did you meet him?
Oh, Richard brought him home one time. He said he was a friend and wanted to know could Perry sleep here.
I said no. One look, I saw what he was. Clear as water where Dick had met that one.
They went off on a weekend trip, and I know that Perry Smith put him up to writing all them bad checks after they got back from that trip.
Your son tell you where they were going, man?
Fort Scott. Perry's got a sister down there, and she was holding money for him.
$1,500.
They were gone overnight.
When was that?
It was a Saturday. Saturday, November 14th.
And then they came back on Sunday, November the 15th. What time?
Noon. Yeah, it was noon. Dick ate him a late breakfast, and then he fell asleep. Guess you could say that was unusual.
It was because of a hunting rifle that Richard was first sent to prison.
That's his gun. Him and his brother go out once in a while. After rabbits, mostly.
All he done was borrow a hunting rifle from a neighbor's house. He had no idea of stealing it, and it was the ruination of him. That penitentiary in Lansing, when he came out of there, he was a plain stranger to us.
Do you have any idea where your son might have gone?
Open a map. Point your finger. I don't know.
Where are the keys? Huh? Dick, where are the keys to the car? What car?
¡No! ¡Déjame! ¡Suelta! ¡No! ¡No! ¡Suelta! ¡No!
Perdón.
No, ¿dónde está mi plata? Mi dinero.
No.
Mi dinero.
Where's the money, Dick? Where's the money, Dick?
What money?
The money we're gonna get from selling that car was gonna buy us a boat, Dick. It's gonna get us to Cocos Island. We already sold everything we came down here with, Dick. Well, that's the guy that stole my guitar, and you spend it all.
You don't feel a thing about anything, do you?
You don't know what it's like, Dick, to have a guitar as long as I had mine and get it stolen. To wax and shine it, fit it to your voice. You know, you treat it like it was a girl you really had some use for. Still one of those whores you keep promising to marry. Here. Want to buy a boat? Go ahead. Buy your damn boat. Sail across the Pacific Ocean if that's what you want to do. I'm going home. Back to the old US of A. That's right, baby. With or without you. Because there just ain't no way I can make decent money here. What about Coco's Island, Dick? Peruvian treasure? You can have it. The whole enchilada. All $6 million. The way I figure it, by the time you dug it up, it might even be worth $10 million. Only you'd be 100 years old. You still got that 40 from Kansas, right? Yeah, I have it. Yeah, but that was supposed to be our insurance money, Dick. Your bus ticket, though, right? The entire Clutter fortune. $40. Well, if we're going, let's get out of here. So we don't have to pay for another day in this flea pit. What are you doing? I'm gonna go to the post office to send my stuff back to Vegas. Hey, why don't you go pawn that stuff with Jesus across the street? Hell, he's got everything else we came here with. I mean, if we're going north, we don't want to be carrying any evidence, do we, Dick? If we get caught, we get caught together, isn't that what you said, Dick? Yeah.
Al Dewey.
Yeah, this is Nye. I'm sorry to call you so late.
What's up, Harold?
Just got off the line with a buddy of mine from Vegas. Had him showing our boys pictures around, checking pawn shops.
They're in Vegas?
Might be. He got an ID on Smith and the address of his rooming house from a pawn ticket.
I'm on my way.
See you there.
Oh, oh. It's so cold I wouldn't care if this whole place caught fire and burned me alive. It's a crazy man's stunt, Dick. Going back to Kansas City like this. You know, they're gonna get us for parole violation if nothing else.
It's the only place I'm sure I can hang a lot of paper. I know we gotta be careful. On account they got a warrant out for what we hung before. So, we'll move fast. What is it, honey? That other deal? Why the hell can't you just forget it? They never made a connection. They never will.
Oh, you could be wrong, Dick. And if you are, it means the corner for both of us.
Comedian. You kill me. Take a ride on the big swing? Both of us? No way.
Dick. Look.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
I'm Special Agent Nye, that's Special Agent Dewey. Could we ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. You know him?
Nope, never seen him. Yeah. He's stayed here a couple of times. He's not here now, though. He left weeks ago. Want to check the register? There, he pulled out November 11th.
You say where he's headed?
Nope. What do you got against him, anyway? Nice punk like that. You ought to heard him talk. All these big, long words coming out of this whisper-lispery voice.
He's wanted on a warrant for parole violation in Kansas.
Y'all came all the way from Kansas on a parole case. Well, I'm just a dizzy blonde, and I believe you. But I wouldn't tell that tale to a dark-haired woman.
So what did he do with himself while he was here?
He tinkered with his car, was looking to sell it. Just before he left, I heard some colored man bought it.
But it never said where he was going.
You think I keep an eye on every crawly that comes in here? I'm not interested. I got a daughter married big.
Nancy Clutter was my best friend. I can't believe it's been 3 months since she died. We planned to go to college together. We were going to be roommates. Nancy loved the river. Summer nights we used to ride double on her horse, Babe. Ride straight to the river and ride in the water. And I keep wondering, what will ever become of Babe? I suppose they'll sell her. And I think, wouldn't Nancy have just hated that?
Smith?
Over yonder.
You're here about Perry.
Yes, sir. We spoke on the phone the day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm. You are, Church. Funny name for a cop, I remember. And you are, sir?
Dunce. Carl Dunce, sir.
Good name for a cop.
I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah. Well, just sit yourself down. No need to be so formal up here. Barkeep! Could we have some fresh coffee from my friends here?
As I told you, we found a letter from you among your son's possessions in Las Vegas.
That's how we traced you here, sir.
Mm-hmm. Where is he now?
That's what we were hoping you could tell us, Mr. Smith.
Nope. Last address I have on him is Vegas. What's he supposed to have done this time?
Your son is wanted as a material witness in connection with a multiple homicide in Kansas.
You gotta be kidding. You're thinking Perry's a killer?
Sir, the fact is, we're not really interested in your boy for these murders, but we would like it if he could help us with a little information.
So he ain't a suspect, is what you're telling me?
Not at this moment, per se.
Well, per se. Did you know my boy ain't even allowed to set foot in the glorious state of Kansas, or else he's gonna be incarcerated immediately?
We're aware of the conditions of your son's parole.
Are you also aware, sir, that I personally wrote a 13-page letter entitled The History of My Boy's Life, which was read into the official record of the Kansas State Parole Board? Are you aware of that, sir?
There's no need to raise your voice to us, old man. We're just doing our job. Now, your boy is no angel, that's for damn sure. But that don't make him no killer, neither.
Your son's best chance would be to come forward and help himself, sir.
And you are the one that has to tell him that, Tex. You need to impress that on him as strongly as you possibly can.
I do, huh?
Tex John Smith married a Cherokee girl, Florence Buckskin. They had a rodeo act and the kid together. Did okay until Perry was about 6, and then, quote, she took to whiskey and took the kid and left. Perry told me later his mother had soured her soul with liquor and men, end quote.
A poet.
She puts the kid in a Catholic orphanage in San Francisco where he almost dies, but the lone wolf comes to the rescue, takes the kid to Alaska where, quote, I taught him to hunt for gold and the sandy beds of snow-water streams taught him how to use a gun and hunt.
Oh, he taught him how to put a 12-gauge shotgun 3 inches from a 16-year-old girl's head and blow her brains against the wall. Good, now we know.
The kid joins the Merchant Marines. He signs up for Korea, wins the Bronze Star.
God bless America.
All right, brother, now let's just settle down.
No, this, if you excuse the expression, is one big circle.
Now, wait a minute. There's some interesting stuff.
Like what? We built us a hunting lodge, just me and my son. And when we finished, we danced on the roof. Of course, nobody never came. It was a big failure. Well, that's it. Boys cracked the case. Congratulations.
I don't have to stay here and listen to the king of the crime busters.
Now, I know we're all frustrated, so let's just think about what we got here. 2 boot prints. A shotgun of the same caliber as the one used on the Clutters. Some fancy knots, and the word of a convicted thief and perjurer. Now, we could nab these fellas tomorrow and never be able to prove spit. Without a confession, we'll never get a conviction. That's my opinion.
You won't be.
Just left me there. That don't make no sense at all. Wait, Sarge.
Boy, you sick, Perry? Why are you hiding out here?
Son of a bitch. Where you been, Dick? Where you been, Dick?
Come on, honey. You hungry? We're eating again. Lunch is served. I'm sorry. I knowed if I didn't show up when I said you get the bends, but I was having such a run of luck, I figured I ought to let it ride. Come on, join the picnic.
Hey, what happened to the old plates?
It's the bottom of the KC reservoir. I got some new ones courtesy of my former employer, Marco Motors. Nobody saw me coming or going.
Isn't that stealing?
Well, that's a national pastime, honey. Stealing and cheating.
Let's go to Vegas.
Well, you want to get that stuff we sent up from Mexico? Okay, let's go to Vegas. Sunshine is sunshine.
Let's just keep this between us. So, they're broke, right? They figure a quick trip to Hickok's backyard. They steal some plates, they hang some paper.
They not necessarily.
Al, I don't care if Hickok was the only one ID'd. These animals stick together.
Why?
Creatures of habit.
Means one of two things. They're still here or they're headed back to Smith's home turf.
Which means?
You're on your way to Vegas.
I love them.
Brother Nye.
Good to see you, Al.
Too, my friend.
This is Detective John Pike. He helped me apprehend our friends.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Dewey.
Well, thank you, sir.
Okay, this way. Smith's in the room on the right, Hickok on the left.
Now, man Clutter has to hit him like a hammer.
Right between the eyes.
Nice and easy, Brother Nye. Talk.
Richard, I'm Special Agent Nye.
Dick. And you are?
Agent Church.
Sit down. I know the form I've been questioned for.
Good. Now, Richard, you've been on at least 2 big check sprees in the Kansas City area since your parole.
Uh-huh. Hung quite a few.
You think you could give me a list?
Sure could. First, we had a clothing shop in Olathe.
Olathe?
Then a camera shop in Kansas City.
A couple of jewelry stores, but mostly cameras, radios, and TVs. Easy pickings. I mean, easy for Dick, that is. People just like him. I could never do that on my own.
Folks don't trust you, Perry?
No.
So, you got out in August, and you were doing swell until November. Then all of a sudden, you start to hang paper. You want to tell me what happened in November, Richard?
That'd be a book, sir. Well, it's all on account of Perry, if you want to know the truth. He got out before I did. He wrote me this letter, reminding me about this deal we used to talk about Mexico. Perry wrote me that he's got this sister who lives in Fort Scott, and she was holding some heavy change for him. The idea was to buy us a boat and take tourists deep sea fishing.
As far as I knew, she was living in Fort Scott. My dad had left me the money, which, as I told you, she was holding for me in Fort Scott. My plan was to go there and collect, but, things didn't work out like I was hoping.
And when did you leave for Fort Scott?
Saturday.
November 14th.
And that was on Saturday, the 14th of November.
Well, that's when I found out she'd moved.
Must have been quite a blow after counting on a big piece of money.
Well, yeah, because, we're counting on that money to go to Mexico.
Now, when you found out that Perry's sister didn't live there anymore, what'd you do right then?
Drove back.
You just went home?
No, KC. We stopped at the Zesto Drive-In, ate burgers, and then tried Cherry Roll.
Cherry Roll?
You don't know Cherry Roll? Every cop in Kansas knows Cherry Roll. It's this stretch of park where you pick up, mostly hustlers, but that's not all. There's plenty of amateurs, nurses, secretaries. We ended up with a pair of rollers. They were sisters, I think.
Remember their names by any chance?
Thank you. I never asked.
I spent the night with 2 girls. You never asked their names?
They're just whores.
Name of the motel, then. Do you remember the name of the motel?
Ask Dick. He'll know. I never remember junk like that.
So we took him to Fun Haven. It's on Blue Ridge Road. It's $10 for keys to one of them cabins. Next morning we woke up and they rolled us and beat it. Perry lost his wallet, $50.
You notified the police?
Notified the police. Both of us on parole, not allowed to drink or associate with another grad or prostitutes. We had some breakfast and then I drove him back to his hotel in Olathe.
Perry, how far is Fort Scott from Kansas City?
Oh, I couldn't say.
Well, how long did it take you to drive there, then?
Can't remember.
Of course you can't. Because you've never in your life been to Fort Scott, have you? Now, the fact is, nothing you've told us is true, is it, Perry?
How much did you haul in? I mean, what'd you say before you went to Mexico?
Couple of G's.
You know what I don't understand, Dick? Why these people accept your checks? What's the secret?
The secret is people are dumb. That's the secret.
Guess you know why we're here.
Oh, sure he knows why we're here. He realizes we wouldn't come all the way to Nevada just to have a chat with a couple of two-bit check chiselers.
What?
We'll come all this way just to talk about a bunch of hung paper, a bunch of bounced checks.
Can't think of any other reason.
I think it's time we straighten Perry out, don't you, Mr. Dunce?
Yes, sir. It's about time.
Now, you listen good, Perry. Because Mr. Dunce is going to tell you where you really were that Saturday, November 14th. Where you were and what you were doing.
You ever heard of the Clutter murder case?
Whoa. Now, hold on here. I ain't no damn killer.
You were out there in Holcomb, Kansas, in the home of Mr. Herbert Clutter. And before you left that house, you killed all the people in it.
Never. I never.
Never what?
I never knew anybody by that name, Clutter.
We have a living witness, Perry. Someone you overlooked.
Living witness. Can't be.
Why? Because you thought you got rid of everyone?
There ain't nobody can connect me to any damn murder. Bad checks, little petty thievery. I ain't no damn killer.
Would you take off your boot for me, Richard? This is a one-to-one reproduction of certain footprints found on the dusty floor near Mr. Clutter's body. Perfect match. Now, your buddy Smith, he was even more careless. We got his boots too. And they exactly fit another set of prints. In blood. Bloody boot prints. Just like a signature. You boys signed your work. Look at me, Hickok. Look at me. Now I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to you. You'll be taken back to Kansas, and you'll be charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. Count 1, that on or about the 15th day of November, you did knowingly and willfully...
Perry Smith killed the Clutters. It was Perry. I tried to stop him. Killed them all.
You got any aspirin? They took away my aspirin.
Is he okay?
Yeah. She just fainted. Come on, Hickok. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Your friend Hickok, he wouldn't harm the fleas and the dog, he says. He says you're a natural killer. Says you, whipped a colored man to death in Vegas, just for fun.
The tough boy. thought you guys were pulling a stunt, you know? I didn't believe you that Dick could spill his guts like that. Okay. I'll tell you what happened. I'm sorry. I need you to lie down. Okay, would you turn over for me, please? Okay, put your hands behind your back, please. So you like horses?
Yes? Do you like horses?
Oh, yeah. My mother was a champion rodeo rider.
Where did she ride?
All over. Wyoming, Idaho, Nevada, Utah. She was part Cherokee. So you play the clarinet?
Yeah. Not very well, I'm afraid.
That's all right. That's all right. You just keep playing. I play the guitar. Taught myself. One day I just got kind of good, you know. Yeah, you will too. Don't worry. We'll be gone soon.
Go. Come on. Basement. Sit down there. Lie down. Get him in there.
Come on.
Don't move.
I'm gonna ask you to please leave my wife alone, young man. She's been sick for years. She's just now beginning to improve.
Dick, any qualms? Give me the knife. Here goes.
My wife, is she all right?
She's fine. She's getting ready to go to sleep. Pretty soon it'll be morning. Somebody will find you all, and all of this, me and Dick, seem like something you dreamed. You're finishing tough, boy. You'll feel better. Said it over and over. He drummed it into me. No witnesses. Well, I said, you gotta shoot the daughter, Mrs. Clutter, because I don't kill any women. So he did. I thought I could make him argue me out of it, you know, make him admit he was a phony. Coward. See, there was something between him and me. That's what you meant by living witness, Dick.
Hiccup. Yeah. How's it feel, Hiccup?
Floyd, is that you? You lying son of a bitch.
What you think they gonna do to you, man?
Nothing. I won't bust out of here. I'm gonna grab a car and raise some dust.
Uh-huh. After your mama testifies or before?
They took my boy Richard when he was a pup, and they threw him in a cage with these wild animals, and they tormented him until he became as mean as they were.
then they just threw him in the world. But it seems like that people are looking at me and thinking, well, she must be to blame somehow. And maybe I did something wrong, only I don't know what it could have been. We're plain people, just country people, getting along the same as everybody, and I can't make excuses for what he did. I'm not forgetting that family. I pray for them every night, but I pray for Richard too, and that boy Perry. I got nothing but pity for him now.
Oh, Perry.
Mr. Dewey?
Hey, thanks for coming. There's something I needed to tell you. See, I lied to you about a couple of details, and I'd like to correct them.
All right.
You know, I wanted to fix Dick for being such a coward and dropping his guts all over the floor. But, well, I don't have anything against his family. And his mother, she's a real sweet person. And, well, I think it might be some comfort to her to know that Dick did not pull the trigger. I'm the one who killed all of them. But they never hurt me, like some people, like people that have all my life. I guess the Clutters had to be the one to pay for it.
Oh. I'll make sure and talk to Mr. and Mrs. Hickok and tell them what you say.
Mr. Dewey, I'm not scared. You know, I died once already. In Alaska.
How do you mean?
Well, you know, when our lodge went bust, your dad pulled a gun on me. It was just the two of us living this big failure, and he blamed me. He said I was a greedy, selfish bastard, and I should just get the hell out.
He pulled a gun on you?
Oh, yeah. You know, my hands, they grabbed his throat, and they just want to choke him to death. But, you know, Dad, he's a slippery one. And, he tore loose, and he grabbed his gun, and he pointed at me, and he said, "Look at me. I'm the last living soul you're ever going to see." Well, I stood my ground, and he pulled the trigger. See, he was so messed up he forgot to load it. So I just left. I walked till it was night. And when I got back, everything I owned was lying out there in the snow. Mr. Dewey? Are you going to be there?
Yeah.
Mr. Dewey. I'm so ashamed.
Any kin of the Clutters present?
No. You have heard the order of execution. Richard Eugene Hickok.
Do you have any last statement to make?
Yes, sir.
Okay, boys.
Just want to say that I don't have any hard feelings. You're sending me to a better place than this era was. It's not. Church. There's nothing. Nice to see you, Mr. Dewey.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. May the Lord have mercy on your soul.
Not necessarily capable of murder individually, together the two men formed a third homicidal personality. The crime was a psychological accident, a twist of fate, virtually an impersonal act. The victims might as well have been killed by lightning. This is just junk. I'm just so glad it's over.
I think it's a hell of a thing to take a life in this manner. Maybe I had something to contribute. Something. It would be meaningless for me to apologize. Even inappropriate. But I do. I apologize.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive them that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. May the Lord have mercy on your soul.
There's a race of men who don't fit in. Their spirits can't sit still. They break the hearts of all they can and roam the world at will. They range the field, they rove the flood and climb the mountain's crest. 'Cause they got the curse of the gypsy's blood and don't know how to rest.